So here we are once again. We are the Patriots going against the Eagles, 14-0. Let's see what we can do. We got football. Football. Wow. Yeah, on the channel. Rocky91 on YouTube. Rocky's Place on Facebook. If you're watching on PlayStation, well, come on, give it the program. Come on over to frickin' YouTube.
Back now on EA Sports as we welcome you to Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Currently, the Eagles have possession as we resume the action in quarter number 2.
There's a hassle.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to...
Let me get something rolled up here. But yeah, definitely come stroll by, like and sub. We have, I mean, we're cranking on 76 subscribers. 76 subscribers. Love it. And over 35,000 views. And listen, I got almost 500 videos up there of content, of crazy ass, just whatever. Go peruse. Go make fun of it. Go like it. Go hate it. I don't care. Just go check her out. You know? I'm not begging you. I don't give a fuck what you do. You can block my channel for all you care. Or all I care. Don't matter to me none. I just want somebody to get a kick out of whatever the hell goes on in this crazy earth and not take everything so seriously. And have a good time. That's what we're supposed to be here for. Peace, love, and all that, right? Well, we ought to have respect in there too. And I respect the fact that people, they just don't like certain things. Hell, I don't like certain channels either. I don't like PewDiePie. I don't like the guys that sit there and absolutely have no skills whatsoever. I have no skills, but I'll admit it. But who's to be negative? We're positive. We're going to roll up this J, and we're going to frickin' spray some points on the board today. I can tell you that. This is our rookie year. Good grief, come along. Said crank her up. Well, I cranked her up. We saw what happened when that happened. We cranked her up and we freaking dropped it down hard and lost to the Browns downtown in Chinatown. And somebody was crying like a freaking little beach. And it wasn't the Browns. It was Tom Brady and his Patriots. So we ended our winning streak with that. We have to come back and slap. I think I did. I think I came back and slapped a win already. So we're like 8-1 now. We slapped a win on someone. And now we're here. Going on to almost halftime here with the Eagles. And we're going to see what we can do and put some more points on the board and keep this drive moving. Remember, we got San Andreas playthrough, GTA 5 playthrough, God of War playthrough to get to, and also we got Sadie Adler's UFC debut, part 8, I think it is, coming up. We got a lot of things we're working on all at once in this channel, and it's me and the Mew crew. Remember, me and the Mew crew. You heard it right, ladies and gentlemen. From the horse's ass himself, Rocky, 91.
The ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Wentz. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
The drive starts with a run by White. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. These two teams, the Eagles and the Pats, did not meet in the regular season last year, so their last official bout was in Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis. Everybody remembers that one with the Eagles staking claim to their first ever title. And the Philly special went down in football history with Nick Foles catching the pass from Trey Burton in the end zone. What a game that was. Brady deferring to White on the draw. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where you see the final score there. A 3-touchdown differential in the end, 35-14, the final.
Seriously, 5-5
From there,
Dolphins,
we fly north to
like,
Cleveland to check on the Browns at home.
So it's like they
at
haven't
First
even played
Energy
a game
Stadium.
yet.
And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh
Browns have only
Steelers.
lost 2
Baker
games. We have
Mayfield,
not beat
4
them.
touchdown passes.
Those
in
are
the
the bastards that beat us.
Lastly, let's check in at our nation's capital.
Oh, I wonder
See what's
if it's going to
happening
be
with
us and the
Redskins
Browns
at
in the
home
Super Bowl.
at
That's going to
FedEx
be
Field.
fucking nice.
And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. A 3-touchdown differential in the end, 35-14, the final.
Hey guys, you know, going to be getting a lot of
In the
copyright.
game you're watching,
Going to be doing
it's
a
who
little bit
else?
more commentary
Tom Brady
over certain
with a
things
strong
like this,
first
that,
half.
and the other
His
thing.
guys have a
Gonna be
2-touchdown
getting
lead as we hand it
verified
back
soon.
over to Brandon Godden
Keep a like
and
and
Charles
subscribe.
Davis.
Hit that all notifications bell for more great content. And we're going to have podcasts soon. Watching anyone.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. A reminder that coming up later tonight, a good one on Sunday Night Football. We'll see what could have been a playoff match. And the Rams from L.A. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football from down in Mexico. Mexico City, to be precise. The Chiefs and the Chargers going at it. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wentz now to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made. No grounding. This pass complete. Wentz to Ertz. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Let's go.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Hines. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Lawrence Guy, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. To throw, it's Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Opting to run again here with White. They find some open field here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Wait, set. 380. 51. Too little,
On first down, White. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Nigel Bradham brings him down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll try and pound it in with Burkhead. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Rex Burkhead, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wentz going to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. But now it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Draw play. This is Hines. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Wentz now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover
Interception.
there as these guys will
There's
get the
usually
football
one a
back.
game, and you know it's the
This defensive
Patriots.
pressure's been constant all game long. The pass
Two,
rush, the
baby,
coverage,
yeah.
they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an
Fucking
interception
yes.
here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mike, Ricky, three! Mike, we gotta get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
They start to drive with White. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Three buzz.
Brady gives this to White. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They keep it on the ground. White again. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule, trying to get 4 downs on first down, they did that plus 3.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
All the time.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean,
like
when they went
the
out
last
there
one I
with that
played
determination
Madden
and
07.
a pretty good game plan,
So
pretty
like
good idea of what they wanted to accomplish.
Madden 07 and
Just
Madden
love the
20.
execution,
That's
love the
insane.
tenacity, love the way they finished.
You have more, there's more capability
So for the
of
Pats, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head back home
Probably
next
like my
week.
12th game I
Meanwhile, for
played.
Philadelphia, they suffer
Beautiful.
their 4th loss so far.
Beautiful.
And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.
Anybody that's liking
Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
this,
Alongside Charles Davis, we
big
thank
sort of
our
slap a
entire
like,
crew.
excuse
I'm
me.
Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL
Every time I know
on EA Sports.
I watch a video, I forget to hit the like button. There's a bunch of you guys I'm subscribed to. Trippy commentaries, music video, 519 Productions. You know, I've been really, guys, 519 Productions, go in, check that out. That's a channel, like, man, seriously, I like what he does. And, you know, the 49ers, very underrated team, but he's bringing them there, you know? I like it, love it. Ever since I was a kid, I loved the Patriots and the 49ers, so it's like, I don't know. Minor 49er, the old, like, Scooby-Doo. Remember that shit? Like, I don't know, maybe that's why I like the 49ers so much, because they correlated them together. But, yeah. You know, even my brother's channel, Good Grief Cake, go check that out. Give him a like and a sub. I fucking watch his shit all the time. Do I ever like his shit? Fuck it, I love his shit, but do I ever hit the button? No. And I like how you can upgrade individual players, like when they do stuff on the field. I feel like this is, and I feel like if I had more time and I was to look into it off camera a lot more, I could probably be able to figure out everything. But I'm a very basic, old school person. Like, I feel like if you put too much detail into the process of games like this, you can fuck yourself. Like the old UFC games, you know, where you would sit there and have to take 3 hours to train before a fight. You know, and it's like, no, I don't want to do that every time. We got the Mew crew running around here. They're on crack this morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're putting up some more shorts for all of you that love those. Appreciate you. Some of the names to these guys, I'm just like, fuck me, man. What happened to fucking, like, John, Jake, Mike, Travis, fucking, you know, you got names like Shithead now, and it's like, oh, sorry, Shathid, and, you know, Chartreuse, and that's nothing racist. It's nothing. We always commit to neutralizing on this.
Running back.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the GOAT, Tom Brady, and the Super Bowl champion New England Patriots as they match up with Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. From up top, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles Davis, as always, with me as well. And CD, defenses better be on their toes in this one because we got two quarterbacks who love to throw the football, and they throw it very well.
Over 4,000 yards each in the previous season. So what you're saying is, if you're a defender, I hope you're prepared properly. Hydrated, stretched, be on your toes, as you said, because the ball's coming your way.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is taken at his 4. Philip Dorsett by himself, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown,
That's how you make a
England.
fucking statement. Touchdown for
Yard
C.
house call
Boom.
on the kick return as his guys are able to
Yes.
strike first here in this
2
opening
games in
quarter.
a row, baby.
And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Deshaun Watson ready to lead the Texans offense, coming off a great turnaround season in 2018. Remember, 2 years ago, he missed much of his rookie campaign with a knee injury, but he led the Texans to an 11-5 record and an AFC South title last year. Now a first down throw, Watson, and it's complete. The tight end, Deion Sims. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. And let's take a look at the Texans offense.
And the big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Now a play fake here on first down. It's complete to Fuller. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The starters defensively now for the Patriots. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Watson looks to throw again. Setting up the screen for Miller. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory?
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Lawrence Guy drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So out come the Patriots here to get their first shot on offense. They'll be led out by the only 6-time Super Bowl champion in league history. In his 20th season now, Tom Brady.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. straight ahead.
That boy just trucked through two human beings.
Going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Yes. Thank you for jumping in. Haha. Yes.
Wait, that 380. Watching you fire. Here we are.
They go right back to White here on first down. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
It's hard to know who exactly to feature when you do a Patriots game, but in this case, we're going with James White, the running back out of Wisconsin. Highest receiving and rushing totals in 2018, just under 1,200 yards. Remember a few seasons ago against Atlanta in the Super Bowl? He had an MVP-esque performance.
On second down, it's White. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now Brady on the bootleg. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Of course, this building played host to Super Bowl 51, the biggest comeback in Super Bowl history. Tom Brady and these Patriots came storming back from that 28-6 deficit to shock Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons for yet another Super Bowl title. And now they're back here for this bout.
40. Wait, 20. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street. Hey, 66.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Hooked up by Justin Reed. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Edelman was the intended target.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Lamar Miller, and he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. A look at the numbers from last week for Miller. 15 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football. Give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Open man here, Sims complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Watson on 1st down. The throw taken in by Sims. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort
fucking
there
clue what I
trying
was
to take a
doing.
shot, but it's third down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they can...
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Dante Hightower. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Watson with a give to Miller. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up. The Texans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Here's Jack Fox now. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Still one more game to get to here in Week 13, and it comes your way tomorrow night. Monday Night Football up in what should be a cold, but obviously always noisy CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Vikings and Seahawks, 8:15 Eastern. Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a carry for White. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
He sets to fire deep, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
On the draw, it's White. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run with White. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. The run is second.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack, as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Now Brady. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Lance Kendricks in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Gostkowski for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Come on, baby.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the visiting Bears who come in and get the victory on the road. A 10-point victory in the end. 24-14, the final. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them.
So I really want to know what the Browns
strong
are
in the
doing.
victory, as his guys managed to cobble together their third win in an
Should be
otherwise
worried about what the
dismal
fucking guys are
campaign.
doing in the locker room right now.
And finally, on Monday Night Football, wrap up your Cyber Monday with the Vikings and the Seahawks from CenturyLink Field in Seattle.
Pittsburgh beat Cleveland.
Meanwhile, in
all
our
right.
game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, 80's yours. 80's yours. Let him go.
From the gun, here's Watson. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 22 yards there, a first down. Thomas, the 9-year vet. Of course, all those great seasons with Denver, 5 straight 1,000-yard campaigns in Denver. Dealt to Houston at the trade deadline last year and now trying to work his way back off an Achilles tear. And if healthy, he can certainly be a big asset for Tom Brady. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ricky.
They go with White on the counter. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And some room to maneuver. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The point after try for Gostkowski. And it's 21-3. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson, he finds Hopkins complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. first down carry now for Miller. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
You're a dirty fucking... Houston. You know what's from Texas? Steers and clears, and I ain't seen him steers, yo.
And the Texans get a bit closer.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Newts. Oh, you call him Newts.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point.
This is a game play gone orange.
It's good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. 23 yards on the play.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Everybody set. Round 80. Round 80. He's scared.
They'll run on first down. White, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Back now in Houston. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Brady going to throw. Caught by the tight end Watson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On first down, it's White. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground with White. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. New England on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. But he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 4th-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. On 1st down, Watson. And that's complete. It sends. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem for me.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Yes! 30 to 10, 20-point lead, 140-something left
in the game.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Oh, we are live. Yes, indeed. Remember, like and subscribe. Rocky91 here on YouTube. And Rocky's Place on Facebook.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again.
Indeed, and if you're watching on PlayStation, you know, come on over to YouTube.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got a lot of more content. We got so much content. I got so much content. Man.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They've lost this one.
Much appreciated to everybody who's subbed and who's watching and continue to watch. And
teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. On 2nd and 9, Watson. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. To throw is Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page. Quarterback and
78 subscribers. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go on 4th. Watson, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Wait, that. Ready? Here we go, dude. Here I come. Here I come.
They'll run on 1st down. It's White. White's got a 1st down and more. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Yeah.
So another score there.
Oh,
Often you
this
talk
game.
about the 3 phases of the
Man,
game.
they were playing
Defense,
me
offense,
hard at the
special
beginning.
teams.
They
It's been a
were
clean sweep, and
figuring
this
out,
one hasn't.
how am I going to
It
get them? How am I going to
certainly
shake them
has.
off?
They've been
Because I
pretty
mean, I
dominant
love
throughout this
to
game. And privately,
just
the head coach will add a
slap 'em,
fourth
do
phase.
'em.
That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership
Okay.
that as he tries to negotiate a new
I
contract
can't
off with
move
this
the
win.
ball.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out comes Houston. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's
Make
get
it
out of
up."
here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. He's got Fuller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Watson. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. It's complete to Fuller. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Hey, set. Hey, tight down. There you go.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Pick it up, G.
Watson throwing again. Got an open man. It's QT. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. On 1st down, it's Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. One last throw here for Watson. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown.
All
here,
right,
but
so we
still
got a
down
touchdown
big.
at the end of the game.
Boy, it's nice to have that
Congratulations with
reliable
a 2nd
target you
left.
can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that
Yay,
position as a fallback.
Texans!
Throw
They
to him
got
when
2
all else fails.
touchdowns in a
Not at
game
all. This
when
guy
I
can make
swamped
plays,
them.
and that's exactly what he just did.
They scared
play
me
here
there.
for a
They fucked it up
touchdown.
my ass. That was a bit scary, dude.
Fair
What do I
now to have
have?
the
You know,
extra
they're
point.
they're gonna fuck around.
And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And an alley to run. And there he goes again. 30, 10. And he takes it in for the score.
Out of my bench! You see that shit? That's what happens, motherfucker. He didn't go out and do me. I wasn't even looking. I looked up, and the motherfucker had the ball, and I started
Hey, oh, still there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already
What is
well in
wrong
hand.
with
You seem a
Brady?
little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it.
Yeah?
I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
Yeah, well, yeah, dude, Billy, so stop
Fantasy
me.
owners who had them.
You ain't got no
Listen,
time
get
in the
points
morning.
for
They're going
me.
to still let us
They're
get
not
the
worried
kick
about
off. 45 to
hurt feelings or anything
17.
like that.
Check this
That's just
video
new age
out,
stuff.
guys. Like this.
Gostkowski, the extra point.
Yes.
And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it
Right back.
themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for New England, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Alright, sorry for that brief intermission. We are now, what, 11-1. I wish I could say it was 11-0. But it's not.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be the best though. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more dress though. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put the numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, will I point to God.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the big scam when he stretch a disc. I'm talking
Yeah, I
a few
know, but I
hundred
have it.
thousand
If I
yards,
don't
you just on your
cash it,
fifth
right?
grand.
Oh, sorry. Thinking out loud, Marcel. I do that when I'm by myself, and I forget that I have my mic on. Here we go. Expect the D.
That's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. 100 million bag. That's a big number. Big numbers.
10-2, Kansas City. I kind of want to actually play them.